What up, though? Getting straight off into it. I'm happy to see the decline of this ratchet ass rap shit. Motherfuckers be like, oh man, you hating, you hating. Fuck it, say I'm hating. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that shit. It ain't did nobody for no good, no way. It's not creative. It don't sound good. It's flash in the pan shit. You know what I'm saying? And I say that when I say the ratchet rap, motherfuckers sort of through word association think that I'm only talking about these stripper, uh, prostitute rap chicks. I'm talking about the dudes too, these young wannabe thug types and shit out here with these, you know, promoting destruction and murder and a bunch of bullshit through their lyrics and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking again, we're not excluding either sex. We're talking about men, young men and women who aren't putting their heart into their pen and pad game. You know what I'm saying? We need some blood, sweat, and tears back in the game. And what's happening is, through my observation, there has been a lot of anticipation for the premiere. I mean, for the Pete Rock and Common album, and now that it's out, I heard it. Whew, fucking stellar. I always use this terminology, right? Fresh O2 for the ears. It's fresh O2 for your eardrums. You know what I'm saying? And I seen a couple of videos, right? Whereas people are kind of blowing this resurgence of lyricism and real hardcore beats and shit like that, kind of doing like a competition sort of thing. I was seeing videos where cats was talking about Common and Pete Rock is kind of putting the pressure and the fire up under the feet of Nas and Premier, who's supposed to drop an album as well, which is very, very highly anticipated because that's just like a ball and glove team there. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and again, that type of MCing and beat making is very necessary for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And we need to just keep it there. Let's keep that going. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not out here trying to exclude, you know, everything and all of that, because you need a fair balance, okay? Without light, there's no dark, and vice versa. Without bad, there's no good, and vice versa, right? Without dope, there's no whack, and vice versa. So a healthy balance of both is, you know, I would think to be suitable, just so that you can you have more value and enjoyment into whatever you dig it. You know what I'm saying? Um, this music scene, man, is really, really heavy, you know, and albums are being released again. You know what I mean? Like on the lyrical, real hip hop side of the game, there has never been a lack of albums, bodies of work being dropped, right? But for the younger crowds and the, as I call it, this ratchet rap, it seems to be the age of the singles. Not many entire bodies of albums have been dropping. You know, not to say that there hasn't been any, but there hasn't been a lot, you know. And, you know, music is art, man. Music is fucking art, you know what I'm saying? Um, from still pictures to album covers to what you hear, okay? And it should be treated as such. Like, What happened to the days of interludes on albums, skits, you know, themes, right? Organized Confusion, the Equinox album. That was the last Organized Confusion album that had dropped, and it followed an entire theme from the first song to the very last song. And it was dope as fuck. It followed a format. It was a chronological format all the way through the album to the end. And it was fucking awesome. Jay-Z, American Gangster, right? It followed a chronological format from the first song to the last song, told the movie of American Gangster. That, to me, was, if not Jay-Z's best work, some of his very, very best work. Not a song on there was a fast forwardable, a skippable, you know what I mean? Every song on that album was a fucking one, man. Lyrically stellar, musically stellar, and then the fact that it told a story throughout the entire album. That's what we need, man. We need that back, man. We need that back in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? All of my fellow veteran artists and acts out there who have not or is not exploited on mainstream media, wow, keep it going. I'm issuing out daps when I do that. You know what I'm saying? Keep it popping, because the underground, right, is always going to be the best scene ever, ever. And I could compare, okay, I'm going to use mainstream, I'm going to just use the whole entire institution of music. I'm going to just say hip hop, right? And I'm going to compare it to a pot of stew or soup, like a big ass stock pot, right? The best stuff, the most tasty stuff, all the seasonings, the grit, all of the good shit is usually at the bottom of the pot, right? And when you get down there and you taste, oh man, this shit is the best. Now, if we could go back in the day when you heard everything on the radio, no matter what the texture of it, the feel-good rap, the hardcore rap, the gangster rap, the lyrical rap, the happy-go-lucky rap, right? We had it all back in the day. Now, everything is forefronted with this ratchetness. And it's basically the female rappers that have taken over in regards to that, right? And again, that's not to exclude the young fellas out here, because they're a part of it as well. But when you stir that pot up, stir it, and you get that all the seasonings and the flavors from the bottom to circumvent throughout the entire pot to make the entire pot taste good. You ain't got to stick your spoon in there and go straight to the bottom. You can put it midway or at the top or wherever you want, and it's all good, right? That's the back in the day formula. But nowadays, we got to pretty much go to the bottom of the pot and scoop it out to taste something that tastes really good. You know what I mean? And with this projected and perceived resurgence of lyrical hip hop with rhymes and beats and real shit popping, we can now stick our spoon in the pot on the top or in the middle, and it's going to taste great. The bottom is always going to taste great, though. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And, like I was saying earlier, we got to have a fair balance of everything so that everything is fair. It just, it is what it is. Because just think, if everything was all lyrical, all hardcore beats, eventually it would get filtered out. It would become some bullshit because everybody be trying to do it. And then that particular texture would end up being a mockery of itself. And then it's cornballish. You know what I mean? So we need everything to be exposed to give fair balance to everything, and then the best of it will always, be right there. Just like with this ratchet rap shit, to quote Sean Price, one cornball did it, not everybody want to do it. And then you got a million cornballs that's cornballier than the first cornball that did it. And then the whole entire thing is just cornball as fuck. You know what I mean? And then it's not good. So, with that being said, all my peoples out there again who are not exploited on mainstream medias and so forth, and they still doing your thing, bam. Keep that shit live, yo. Keep it popping. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your peoples. Like, comment, and subscribe down here. Right about there, all right?